Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am filming a what I eat in a day for you guys. It's gonna be a bit in depth, so if you guys are not interested in the whole concept of tracking calories, and I'm gonna chat about that a bit. So if you guys are not interested in that, you can just fast forward those parts, and if you guys just want to see what I'm eating, just skip to those parts, because I am gonna talk a bit in this what I eat in a day. So my current goals right now is to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. My sister's busy with something currently in the background if you guys are hearing anything, but my current goals right now is to lose fat and gain muscle, and I've sort of figured it out. It's just that it's the time of the year where I'm gonna be showing a bit more skin, and I like to be comfortable and confident in myself. I don't think it's necessary to do that, but it's just personal for me. Like when I sit, I would like my stomach to not bulge, or just things like that are just important to me. I don't think everyone should care, or everyone should be on that same tip, but I track my calories because it's the only way I keep myself in check. I do still drink alcohol. I think I just have a better understanding of how my body responds to something. So for me, this is what helps me. I don't eat a lot of junk. Okay. Sorry guys, sorry about that. So what was I saying? Oh, with the alcohol part, right? I don't care for cake, desserts, sweets, cookies. I love sour sweets, but that's like once a month when I'm PMSing. But I'm not the kind of person who likes sweet things, and I've realized that that's really helped me keep my body in check. And so with that, when I cheat with desserts or sweets or things like that, that's usually my wine or my cocktails. I love the taste of wine, and I sort of understand the calories of that are in wine, and for me, I would rather have wine calories than cake or dessert calories. So luckily, so now the problem with some people when they're trying to keep their body in check is they're gonna say, oh no, drinking alcohol makes you gain weight, which it does, because it's quite high in calories for nothing. There's no nutritional value, but it's just calories, which is not great in essence. But if I want to enjoy myself, then I just leave the desserts and the cakes and the sweets and all those things, and I just do wine, because wine for me is my dessert technically. Like wine and a margarita, that's my dessert technically. So if I'm cheating, I'm gonna cheat with wine. I don't know if that makes sense. So obviously I keep it in check. I don't go, I'm coming now, give me a minute. So I don't go overboard, because I know that it's not beneficial at the end of the day. But yeah guys, that's what I do. I'm counting my calories. I'm currently eating 1,500 calories, and another thing I do is, which is very smart, is I'll eat 1,300 calories or 1,400 calories, and then I'll save the extra 100 calories for each day, which adds up to 700 calories. Then I use those calories for the weekend. I hope I'm making sense, but I'll try to talk about it more in depth with you guys. I am starting my day with this flu shot from Kauai. I did check the calories and I couldn't find them, but I'm assuming it's around 40 to 50 calories. If it could be a bit higher because it has honey, and honey can be more calorie dense since it's sugar. But yeah, so I'm starting with it. It's honey, lemon, ginger, and cayenne pepper. It's really nice. I actually like the taste. I'm trying everything in my power to not get sick again. Ooh. Ooh. And I have my water. That I don't drink a lot of water, but I try to just finish this bottle a day, and I think it's a liter. For me, I understand the concept of drinking a lot of water, but the reason I don't like drinking a lot of water is because it interrupts my day. And the fact that me drinking 2 liters of water a day means I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom 8 times to go pee is not worth it for me. So I just choose to make peace with the fact that I'll do a liter a day, and that's enough for me, because I'm not gonna disrupt my day by the hour because I need to go pee, especially when I have places to go. In summer I do drink more water because it does get hotter and I just get more dehydrated and more thirsty, but I just don't think it's worth it for me to be at a restaurant or mall or running errands or getting groceries or at a coffee shop to need to drink water. So it's just not a priority for me, honestly.
So my sister and I went to Vida and I just got a hazelnut latte with skinny milk. So the thing with milk that I've realized is that it doesn't make that much of a difference in terms of your calories. Like full cream milk and low fat or fat free milk, the calories are less obviously with fat free and low fat milk. However, I think it's all dependent on how much milk you're having, but I did opt for skinny milk, so this is probably about 100 to 150 calories because of the hazelnut, the syrup, because the syrup isn't sugar free, it also has sugar. So I'm not really restrictive when it comes to not having sugar and fat free milk and doing all those things, because I've learned that they don't make that much of a difference in your calories if you're not having a lot of it. So as soon as you have a lot of something, then it becomes really calorie dense, but if you have a bit of it, then it's fine. So anyway, before I eat, I always have a coffee, and I don't technically fast, but I technically just fast with liquids. I don't like eating breakfast when I'm trying to lose fat, or if I'm trying to cut. I like to skip a meal, or I don't skip a meal technically because I will have 3 meals still, but I just eat later in the day because that ensures that I eat less technically. Anyway, so this is my, basically I've only had the shot, the ginger honey and lemon shot, and I'm having a coffee, and then I'll probably eat at lunchtime now.
So these are all the ingredients for lunch. We're just gonna have some steak. I know this is a staple and I'm sure you guys have seen me make this before. So this is the steak, broccoli, potatoes, and we're just gonna cook it in canola and olive oil. So I'm gonna weigh the steak now. It's best to weigh everything before cooking because it measures differently if it's not what's the word, it measures differently when it's cooked compared to when it's not cooked. So this is a rump steak. I'm gonna weigh the potatoes, I'm gonna weigh the broccoli, and then I'm gonna weigh the steak now. I'm gonna weigh everything now before it's cooked because it just weighs differently compared to when it's cooked and when it's not cooked. So I track all my calories on what is this girl saying? Oh, sorry, Sissy. Are you actually? Yeah, it's okay. I track all my calories on MyFitnessPal. Sorry. So I go to log in my food. I didn't have breakfast, but I just had coffee and a ginger shot. And then so now I'm gonna add, this is technically my first meal of the day, and I'm just gonna add my lunch now. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm just gonna measure my potatoes on the cooking scale. I'm gonna measure 1 or 2. So I weigh, wait, sorry, this is a lot. So what I do is when I weigh it's very tricky when you're cooking for 2 people. So I always weigh mine and my sister's food differently. I'll put the potatoes on and then I'll half it. I'll half the size divided by 2. It's always easier when you cook by yourself, which a lot of you guys do because you're not going to cook for someone else like my sister and I do. So I weigh the potatoes and then I add the grams on the app, and then it tells me how much the meal is. This meal could be between 300 and 400 calories. So yeah, I'll do that now. Almost done. I'm gonna rinse these and then I'm gonna pop them in the microwave so they can soften up before I add them into the air fryer. Because I realized that when I cook my potatoes without softening them up, then they just become overcooked and hard, and it's just a mess. I don't know how else to do it, so that's how I do it.
asking because I wanted to put it away.
Oh no, it's so I'm cutting the stems now. I don't like the ends of the broccoli, so I just cut them a bit, and then after that I'm gonna weigh them. Then after weighing, I'm gonna rinse them, and then I'm just gonna put them on the pan with the steak because I like my broccoli a bit crunchy. So yeah, so let's weigh the broccoli. I should do this on a plate. So this is, oh, it's only 65 grams. That's crazy. Okay. So since this is my lunch, right? So I just search the ingredients on the app, and then I search the Woolworths broccoli, then I just add the grams on the app, and then I just say generic potatoes because some things are just too, like if I get the potatoes from Checkers, I don't need to like write Checkers potatoes, doesn't matter. But anyway, I just say generic, or I could say generic broccoli as well. But yeah, it's that simple, you guys. Popped the potatoes in the air fryer for a couple of minutes, and then Ansa's about to spice up our steak, and yeah, that's gonna be our lunch. So this is the best way to plan your meals, is to decide on what protein you're having. So for me, whether it's chicken, fish, or steak, whatever it is, I decide on that, and then I decide whatever I'm having on the side. For me, I love my steak with potatoes and broccoli. I don't necessarily like my steak with salads or rice. I just like it with potatoes. I can eat the same thing all the time. So Ansa's just gonna spice it. Ansa's removing the fat. Actually, I still need to weigh it. Actually, I need to weigh this rump.
Okay, now that's better.
It's a lot of fat, but can you take that off? Take it off now. And I just need to. So, but isn't this a lot of steak?
It is. I don't mind coming back and having more.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add rump steak here. Add it.
This has fat on it.
It's rump has fat. It's everything. Okay, add another one. So this is 235. It's a bit steep. I think we should have one piece. This is 333.
So you think we should do 3? Let me make it all now.
So if this is 166, that's already like 33 grams of protein. I think it's fine.
Like this one alone.
Yeah. I think I can have 200 grams of steak. That I can work with.
I feel like 200 is a lot, but let's see.
It's fine. Okay, you didn't eat all day. Because that's about 40 grams of protein, and I don't mind 40 grams of protein. Oh, that could make it 4. That's perfect. 423.
That sounds amazing, eh? I'm just gonna keep it aside.
This thing is way too low. I need to cook just a bit quicker, or else everything else is going to be ready. Guys, I plate everything with my hands. Forgive me. I don't know if it's the best thing. I really hope this thing is not too red. Sure, it's fine.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure, it's fine. Guys, this is my lunch. The steak looks very rare, which I don't mind. I like my steak very rare. I don't like my steak done. My camera's about to die. So this is quite high in protein, just a bit of carbs, and as long as the majority is protein, then I'm good. And this is about 350 calories. Let me double check. My camera's about to die. This is taking so long. Yeah, this is 355 calories. Looks so yummy. I'm so excited. As I knew I was gonna be hungry at this time. Not hungry, but I knew I was gonna crave something. So I'm just gonna make a smoothie because it's the easiest thing for me to make right now. Tried a blackberry smoothie this past weekend and I love it so much. So I'm just gonna do fat-free plain yogurt, vanilla protein. This is plant-based from Noah & Co. And frozen blackberries and pineapple. That's enough. That's enough. Got our scale. And if you guys can get scales that take a lot. Like, you can get one for 90 bucks. You can get one for 150. It's quite simple. Okay. I'm going back to my app. I'm gonna do 140 grams of pineapple. I think this is gonna be the last of this pineapple actually. I will do 140 grams of blackberries as well. But when it comes to things like smoothies, I love that I can always I always keep the measurements. Like, I always remember how much I usually do to keep it the same, because I always want my smoothies to have the same calories every single day. I never want to do more or less, and I want the amount of protein in it as well to be just the same, unless I want to do more than that, but that's hardly ever the case. And I don't have a scoop for this, but luckily, because I'm weighing it, it's gonna tell me how many grams I'm adding in. But I'm gonna do 30 grams, so it's gonna be 60 grams because it's my sister and I, but I'm gonna do 30 grams each for both of us. There we go. This is my snack, or I don't know, little afternoon pick-me-up. I usually do this after lunch, or I could do a protein bar, but I just felt like a smoothie today because of how hot it is. And I could have switched this for breakfast, but I just prefer to skip breakfast because it allows me to eat less and be less hungry throughout the day. Because, yeah, so I'm just gonna have this while I do some work. I'm not sure how blackberries taste. I've never had that many blackberries to know if I like them or not, but I'm definitely gonna get some blackberries next time I get groceries, because I really like how the flavor is in the smoothie because of the blackberries. And it's obviously it has a vanilla taste to it because of the vanilla protein powder. And if you guys prefer to not do a plant-based protein powder, I would opt for the Kauai Whey vanilla. It's actually my favorite if I'm not doing plant-based, but I also love this Noah & Co one as well. So this is about so this is about 270 calories, 233 calories for about probably 25 grams of protein, 26 grams of protein. Guys, I'm about to make my dinner now, and I defrosted some fish. I don't know what kind of fish this is, but one thing about fish is that it's going to be low in calories and high in protein, and that is our zhuzh right now. Let me look for the name of the fish so you guys can get it as well. This is what it's called, Pangasius. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just botched the pronunciation now. I'm gonna weigh the fish now. I try to, because you know when you defrost something, it always has a lot of water. So I try to drain the water from the fish as much as possible, so I'm not weighing it incorrectly. So I'm just gonna have fish and I'm gonna have a salad. I actually have, my appetite is very low at night time, and I try to have the least amount of food at night. And my sister's watching TikToks. So and so can you hear? No, I'm not saying switch it off. I'm asking you to lower the volume. Thank you. Anyway, so I'm just gonna have the salad from Woolworths. You guys, if you guys are trying to lose weight, please have the salad. It's
the best.
Annalisa loves it. This was Annalisa's favorite.
Dressing.
Okay.
No, the thing is, see, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Speak.
But it was so small, man. Like it was a tiny salad, like tiny, like.
So Woolies used to salad in a
like
small
very
packaging,
tiny,
yeah.
And then they made it like a medium.
They made it a bigger,
No,
medium.
it was
Oh,
medium.
okay.
And now it's like big. Remember last week we got the medium one?
yeah.
Now we got the bigger size.
Oh,
Exactly,
so it means
very-
it's doing well.
Yes, like it was first very tiny, like a snack, and then it was the medium one. Remember, Messi Taylor?
Yeah.
Now it's big.
So, you
it's-
guys,
it's so good. Oh
what's
my
the name
God.
of the salad?
The
Oh.
dressing.
We had it yesterday.
It's like Asian.
Pangaseous, yes, fish. Fish, you guys, is, I would say, if anyone is trying to lose fat right now,
And wait.
and notice that I don't say weight, because weight and fat are different. Let me know if you guys want to talk about how I got into the whole fitness thing, and I love nutrition. It's like, it saved my life. But what was I gonna say? Fish and chicken breasts. I would even say leave the red meat out of it, because fish and chicken breasts are your best friend during this time. But let me show you guys the salad. We had it yesterday, actually. It was so delicious. This is how the salad looks. It's mainly just cabbage, like things like cabbage and spinach and broccoli, and just like vegetables that you can have raw are your best friend during this time. Let me look at the, I forgot the name. I think it's called it's called the crunchy slaw salad. And the thing that makes it so delicious is this dressing. If you love Asian food, it's an Asian dressing. It has ginger, garlic, and sesame seeds. But why are you listening to me? What was I gonna say? But my thing, I'm not the biggest fan. Okay. I'm actually not the biggest fan of dressing. I wouldn't opt for dressing, but if I am gonna opt for dressing, always track it, because guys, the amount of calories that can be in this tiny thing, like this has more calories than this, and that's why learning about nutrition is so important than going into it blindly, because you realize that you're doing it all wrong. And I'll actually, at the end of this video, I'll try and give you guys my tips, tricks, and just the whole concept of understanding nutrition. But I also don't want to drag this video out, so you guys must let me know if you want me to do a separate video on how I built my body, nutrition tricks, fat loss tips, and all of that. And notice, once again, I'm not saying weight, I'm saying fat loss, because there is a difference between weight loss and fat loss. Okay, let me start cooking. Spice this with the fisherman spice. I don't know, it reminds me of so see, there are Papa Bites in the spice, eh?
Yeah.
Fisherman. So this reminds me of like Papa Bites, like fisherman Papa Bites. Those are my favorite Papa Bites. And just so you guys know, Papa Bites are really high in calories. They're like drenched in oil. They're not that good for you if you're trying to lose weight, but if you're cheating, it's fine. So I really love this, and I get my fish, prawns, everything from Fish Fabric, because it's really reasonably priced. But I'm gonna measure this for now and see how much it weighs. 159. And this piece, oh my gosh, they're only a gram apart. So I might have some yogurt actually for like after this, because I didn't eat that much today. So I'll also have some yogurt so I can have some strength at the gym tomorrow, because I feel really weak when I don't eat enough at the gym. So I'm gonna spice this now actually. And then I'll just measure the salad. And then guys, also weigh your oil. Can't drench things in oil and then think it doesn't count for anything. It's another thing that a lot of people don't look at, you know. And also, you guys, if you have something like tea and coffee don't have any calories, but the thing that makes them calorie dense is the sugar and honey. And I'm sorry to anyone who does understand this, but I'm talking to the people who want this information. Like, all the things I'm sharing with you guys, I wish someone would have told me when I was starting out in my fitness journey. Like people will just tell you to eat healthy. Like, what is healthy? What does healthy mean? I don't understand what healthy means. So I'm also measuring this oil now. I'm gonna do a bit of oil because I have a lot of calories in my calorie bank, so I can get away with it. Oil just makes food better. So I've only had about 700-800 calories today, so I have an extra, I would say 500-600 calories because I didn't eat breakfast. This is why I don't like, this is why I like not eating breakfast. So this oil is only 6 grams, which is perfect. I'll show you guys the calories afterwards. Cook this for about maybe 3 minutes each side, and then it's gonna be done. Yesterday we ate 100 grams and it was very low in calories, which I was very happy about. Looks like a lot. It's only 100 grams. It's 100. Let me add the dressing. Yesterday I added about 15 grams of dressing. It smells so yummy, and it was still a lot. So I'll maybe do 20 today. This is 18, let me do 20. Okay, that's 21. The only thing that saves me when it comes to cooking is I make sure all my pots and pans are washed before I eat. So I'm never lazy to cook because my pots and pans are always washed before cooking. So I'm gonna wash the pan now because that's the only thing I used to make the food and what I spiced the fish in. And this is our food, you guys. Look how good this looks. I'm definitely gonna have some yogurt after dinner because I feel like I'm not gonna be full after this, but this looks so yummy. I'm gonna taste this fish with you guys because I've never had it before, but I'm sure it's fine. Fish can never be horrible for me. This meal is actually 300 calories and it's super low. It's about 22 grams of protein, which I did hit my protein goal for the day, but I would have loved to have more. Let me taste the fish first. It's so fluffy. Look at it, you guys. This could be my new favorite fish actually, because you're not my new favorite because I love hake, but it's really fluffy. Let me mix it with the salad. I'm gonna have this meal on rotation. I can just tell. I'm probably gonna have it for lunch more than dinner, especially in the heat. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and eat now. I'm about to finish my food standing. Oh my god.
So I know what he says. He says, okay, I think he said, but you do so in a reasonable manner. Someone breaks into your house. You have the right to defend yourself, but it's better to do it in stages. What if it's a drunken, confused neighbor? But he says that you don't just go straight to the worst case scenario to discipline a child. You first
I believe we'll better cook it.
but I feel like this, and today what he said was, and he was talking about how don't let things get out of.
I just finished making our bedtime snack. Not bedtime snack, we're just watching Scandal. for the 100th time. It's just fat-free plain yogurt, strawberries and blueberries, and some honey. Granola would be great with this as well, but granola is very high in calories. So I would probably add like 2 spoons of granola, and this is about 136 calories. And if I was to add granola to it now, it would probably be about, okay, if I was to add probably 2 spoons of granola, it could bring it up to 200 calories because it's so calorie dense, because it has so much sugar. But yeah, this is perfect if I'm not wanting to have anything crazy, and it's quite filling as well. I'd also do chia seeds with it, but if I just want to crunch, and chia seeds are also quite high in fat, but they're much better than granola. So we're just gonna have this, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I'm about to go to bed. Getting ready for bed now, and I just wanted to end this video. I don't know if I got into the whole thing of how I'm eating properly, but I thought I would just touch on a few points now. So I stated that my current goal is to lose fat and gain muscle, and so I went onto the calorie calculator. And if anyone needs advice on this, you can go to the calorie calculator, and you should add your weight and your height, and then it's going to tell you what your maintenance calories are. So what the number of calories you should eat in order to maintain your weight, and it's going to tell you your surplus calories, like how many calories you can eat in order to gain weight, just like it's going to tell you how many calories you can eat to lose weight. So everyone's calorie intake is going to be different, so that's why it's important to not eat like everyone or try to copy exactly what everyone else is doing. But you can still take meal inspo. That's what I do with the people that I follow who are on their fitness journeys. So if your goal is to lose fat, gain weight, maintain, just go to the calorie calculator, and it'll calculate your calories for you, and then you can know what you need to do or how many calories you should eat in order to reach your goals. An alternative way to figure out your goals as well, or how to reach your goals, what you need to do in order to reach your goals, you can go to MyFitnessPal, and it'll ask you your goals, it'll ask you your height and your weight, and there as well it'll assist you with it'll also assist you with how many calories you should be eating, as well as if your goal is to build muscle and things like that, then it'll tell you how many grams of protein. And I'm currently eating, my goal is to eat between 90 and 100 grams of protein, and it's quite easy for me to reach it, and I try to do more than that just to be a bit safe. But another thing that I do that really helps me is I do cardio for about 25 minutes a day. So that could be running or walking or the Stairmaster, and that could be between 200 and 300 calories. So that's an extra 300 calories that I lose every day. So I'm just trying to burn as much energy as I can, as well as eat as less as I can, you know. Also wanted to give you guys some tips for the people who are currently on a weight loss or fat loss journey. The one thing that's really helped me that a lot of people don't talk about is that it is not going to feel great to try and lose fat or lose weight. You are probably going to be hungry, and I hope no one takes this the wrong way, but it's some advice that I've heard from some fitness experts that they do talk about, is you sort of need to be okay with being a little bit hungry, because that's your body's way of telling you that you are eating less than what you're used to eating, you know. Like, one thing that's really helped me is fasting, but I don't technically do the exact I don't technically do the proper fasting, because I don't not eat. So I'll have coffee, you know, and coffee really helps me suppress my appetite. I don't think everyone should do that. I just do what works for me, you know. So I'll just have coffee and I'll eat at like 12 or 1 p.m. and that really helps me. Like today, I just had coffee and a ginger shot and I was good until 1 p.m. And then I had my lunch, and then I had my smoothie, and then I had my dinner, and then I had my yogurt bowl. However, if I had had my smoothie in the morning, first thing after the gym, I probably was going to be hungry in between the time of the smoothie and my lunch, and that's why I just choose to not eat. I've just trained myself. If my goal is to lose fat, I've trained myself to not eat in the morning, because eating just makes me hungry. Once I open that window, it's over for me. I'm just gonna want to eat more and more and more and more. So that's really helped me suppress my hunger. So that would be my tip, is fasting has been a game changer for me. And it's not technically fasting because I still take calories in, but I just don't eat food, you know. Maybe I should do a whole separate video on it. You guys should let me know if I should do it. And if people do, like if there are a lot of people asking for it, then I'll just pin a question in the comments. That way people could ask all the questions they want from me. And then maybe I could film a Q&A, or if there aren't that many questions, then I'll just answer them in the comments. So please guys, ask me any question. I am not an expert. I just do what works for me. And I've done this before in the past and it's really worked for me. But yeah, you guys, I really hope this What I Eat in a Day really inspired you guys on some healthy meals. I gave you some nice healthy inspo. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I am going to answer every single one of them. And that is it for this video, and I will see you guys next time.